Hello, and welcome to Pillars of Eternity. Let's continue with our quest to kill everything that is in our way. There is a lot of endurance we need to recover. We'll do it once we return to Cadnoa. First, let's go and collect the last bounty. And I say the last, but it's not the last, there is one more. Okay. Okay. Sagani,
Ready, Watcher.
I see you have a hammer. Switch it out. And now we run. Okay, you wanna play?
Dead on.
How are you so fast? I mean, do you have boots of speed? I don't even remember giving you those.
Worthy.
Go in
Yes.
and attack him. Give him all the defense he needs. And you, I want you to help Sagami.
Worthy.
Oh, that didn't help at all, did it?
Can't take good shot.
Oh, that's why. Damn it. Anyway, finish this guy off. Oh, you're alive. That's inconvenient. To a degree. Honestly, the last bounty wasn't that difficult to collect.
I'm on the trail.
A fine arquebus. It's an okay weapon. We do have the exceptional variant of it though. So, maybe we should return to our village, and by that I mean our castle. So there is absolutely no way you can go through here. Anyway. Oh. Sure, just get out of here. Training ground, that gives you mind, dexterity, athletics and constitution. That's what we want, but first let's turn in the bounties. Also,
May Wal watch your step.
yes, sure. Let's give you the last level, shall we? I don't know. Veterans Recovery. It's a passive ability. It honestly doesn't matter.
If you say so.
And yes, he did lose the bonus. Doesn't matter, we still need to rest before we head out anyway. Don't forget, the bounties are incredibly important. That is the reason we do it. They give us money, with which we pay off caravans and the wages of our undeserving hirelings. Seriously, that security number is just a horrible number, and it means absolutely nothing.
Hello!
I brought the head of Glass the Owl. One nasty troll's head for a nasty little alchemist. I'll let him know that the job is done. In the meantime, here is your bounty. Any quest, you say? Alot, why don't you go on this one?
Hail, traveler!
I've got Thorfinn's head. Good. And Roska. Good. And that moves it from 4 to 2.
Not as beautiful as...
Right, let's go in our castle and collect whatever we find in that chest and move out.
Yes?
Yes, I know deflection goes down, but honestly, do we need deflection? And also, a moon's veil and the shield that the Tsar can provide for you will keep you alive long enough. A steward?
I have heard terrible things. I worried you would not return. Is it true that there are riots in Defiance Bay, and that Avar Wolfgren has been slain?
Just note. How terrible. I'm glad that you are unharmed, my lord. I can only hope the city recovers. What's the state of the keep? Yeah, it's fine.
I trust all is well.
You mentioned an Earl before. The Earl
The Earl of Yenwood. The original, in fact, when Deerwood was a colony. He found this site, the only ruin Ere Glanfarth refused to defend, and he believed its wealth would be great. The keep was his way of defending his family's claim, and that claim became his obsession. He had to know what lay beneath. He devoted his life to excavating the ruins below the keep. They had been sealed with rock and soil. Deliberately, it would seem. Years passed, and with them the Earl. He dug his entire life and never found what he sought. His obsession became his sons and his sons' sons. And one day, that young Earl broke through. An endless maze, incomprehensible in its construction. But he would never come to learn more than that. Vile things had taken residence there, vile and dangerous. They poured up through the keep and slew its residents, the Earl among them.
You have avenged those deaths, and I thank you for it. I can only hope their souls have found peace, or else new lives out of the world somewhere. Aren't you a god? Anyway, after the attack of the keep remained abandoned for 200 years, when Mar would arrive, I hoped that I might finally see the keep restored. It seems I was mistaken, for you have been the salvation of the place, not he. I thought the curse upon this place would never fall, that I would watch the very stones wear away into dust. In resorting the keep, my great design, you have restored my purpose. Your name, your soul is writ upon this very stone. I know Cadnua will not fall again.
Not as a land is its lord's. More... When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it.
Yeah, we actually know all of that.
Step lightly.
So I can use that on myself to copy something. That's neat. Could use it to have more boots of speed, because you know, you can never have enough of those. Speaking of boots of speed, should I give you those? I mean, unarmed damage is incredibly good. It doesn't matter. Now, if it was me, the monk, I would definitely have them on my feet. But since he can teleport, it's not really that impressive. So, let's rest and head out
Could
again.
fit a whole village in here.
You know, we don't have any dragon eggs. I haven't seen any, except that one that we gave away. But the dragon meat dish is a little bit better, actually. Because it gives you might, more endurance, although for less time it seems. But still, might is better in my opinion. Especially with my kind of party. They who walk the stars. That sounds amazingly good. Still not allowed in, eh? Doesn't matter. Let's go to Heartsong. And we pay them again.
I'm on the trail.
They...
Hail, Estramore.
Anyway, the warrior saunters over, a sneer of suspicious visible beneath sparks of paint. He glanced at me, at my gear, before favoring me with a long look. Another fugitive from the burning city. The 6 tribes of Elglanfart welcome you to Twin Elm. Before you lies the Heartsong district. You are free to explore it, but do not let your feet stray into the other districts. Those are forbidden to Estamor. What can you tell me about Twin Elms? The city is sacred to Elglanfartians, as it is a place where our ancestors first encountered the Builders. That fated meeting turned our people from generations of wandering to permanent homes along the Builders' relics. When the Builders commanded us to settle here, they allowed us the unique privilege to live amongst their structures here. It is the only place in Elglanfart where this is permitted. The sacred city is divided into 4 districts: Harsong, the common district; Old Song, the site of our temples; Elm's Reach, home of the Delegman and the Druids; and Burial Isles, which is the most sacred place in the city. The Burial Isles. Why is that? It is the place where our Anfatha are laid to rest amongst the stone placed by the Builders. They say the souls of some of Anfatha's lingers there still. The way lie throughout Old Song. It is the holiest place in all of Twin Elms. Okay, Elm's Reach. There lies Tir Evron, one of our only towers of the Builders, still in perfect condition. 2 great elm trees twine around it. Even the mightiest work of the gods protect the works of the Builder. 2 Delegman sisters dwell there. The Hall of Warriors stands at the other end of the district. Rumor has it that Anfat Simok of Three-Tusked Stagler is there now. Elm's Reach is also where the Druids keep their house. There are overts of the Golden Grove and Elting Knoll of Blood Sands. Many shudder at the brutal sacrifices of the Eldric Knoll, but High Ovata Erona is just as powerful in her own way. My Watcher friend, I would be honored to accompany you to Elm's Reach to meet those Druids, though I'm a bit wary of any cycles with reputation of brutal sacrifices. And which temples lie in Old Song? There is Norfrost, which is dedicated to Rainguard, a group of Pale Elves from the frozen southern arriving not long ago to oversee it. There is also the Nest, a temple of Halia, and Gawain's Maw, a den of beasts dedicated to the hunter god. The route to the Bureau Isles also lies that way. Okay, then only Heartsong remains. This is Heartsong, a place where Glenfartans and Nestamor may gather together. It is also the site of Passage of the Six, where our tribal leaders and Anfatha meet. That way is the market. Guard your purse there. No one bargains like Glenfarthan, and if you need a place to stay, follow the fence to the east. There you will find the way to the Celestial Splink. That's all I want to know. Why is it forbidden to enter the remaining districts of the Twin Elms? Twin Elms is a sacred city built with the first keepers of the stone met the Builders. It exists alongside the works of the Builders, and it is the only place in all of Clan Glafat where it is permitted to set foot among these sacred places. The Estermore, however, do not have proper respect for the stones here. These words trigger something in your memory. I saw an image of a perfect cube of Vadra just as quickly as an image faded. A leader of one of the tribes could give you the permission of the city. Only Antfat Bella is present at the Passage of Six today, and she has her own troubles. You have other questions? Tell me about the Keepers of the Stone. The oldest of the 6 tribes, up the stairs and into the Passage of the Six. This is where our Anfatha gather their wow. The Anfatha of the Gilded Compass can also tell you more. And the Builders are? You know them as the Anguithians. To us they are the Builders, creators of the sacred places that we guard to this day. I'll keep your words in mind. Best that you keep your visit brief. Word has reached our ears that the riots have ended and the gates of Defiance Bay have opened once more. Oh. Nice.
This is where the famous hunters of Air Glanfoth dwell?
Sure do. Stagler.
I'll take a look. Ready, Watcher.
Okay.
Not a sound.
Oh, look.
Hey,
Things to take. I love visiting new places. She'll pay, that witch, she'll... Foaming with anger and passing with tiny cycles, the valiant merchant aims his wild rant at you as they approached. You there, have you come here to trade with the savages? Learn from my example and take your business elsewhere. Liars and cheaters, swindlers, all of them. That duplication bitch, Alathi, she claimed to be selling Elrod Conlan flower buds. Though I have now is 6 bushels of common houseplants. The herbs are useless. He throws a handful of dried plants to the ground, stomping on the bitter steam of the leaves, kicking up pungent, savory scent. I'll get my money back from that swindling savage. What did Alradi say when you confronted her? Nothing of substance. She defended herself, of course, saying that the herbs were legitimate. Why wouldn't she lie? No, one will value my word over hers. Alathi can lie with impunity when surrounded by her gang of savage thugs. And what do you intend to do about this? When I get my hands on... Man who held his sentence, his eyes darted about the nearby Lopatian guards. I'm in the savage's old guard, so it's my word against hers. Where does that leave me? I'd be a fool to threaten her here, on tribal soil. Well, fortunately I have no such qualms about threatening people when surrounded by armed guards, but you see, I love killing people. It's kind of my hobby. I cannot sell the woodless herbs to recover my coin, and I am powerless to confront Alathi. I don't suppose, if you're willing to mediate, perhaps you could succeed where I have failed. I would of course pay you handsomely for your troubles. I'll see what I can do.
how do you do?
What do you have for sale? I am destitute and have but a few Mangar offerings left to sell. How dreadfully embarrassing. If I can recover my investment from Narfati, I'll have funds to resupply my stores. Until then, you're welcome to take a look at what I still have in stock. No artifacts, I'm afraid. Whatever.
Lay low.
Great. Tribeswoman? Sure. Tribeswoman. Stapler. Hampton's home. We don't have the proper key for that. The guard places his spear between you and the path beyond the gates. Stay west to more. The rest of the city is forbidden, except by order of one of the Anfatha. How do I get permission from one of the Anfatha? You can always find one on the Anfatha in the Passage of the Six. Perhaps Anfathan Bawa will listen if she can tolerate your barbaric language.
Quiet.
You should be careful. I may not be permitted to walk there, but I still can kill you.
Zawa is ready.
I'm on the trail.
Quiet.
Okay, not a lot of houses here. I'm gonna try my patience, Estimor. You shall not pass without permissions. Okay. You know, I actually have to be sneaky here because I don't know where the secrets are. But even if I find them, I don't think I care that much about them. I have so many things and I have more than enough to finish this.
I'm here.
Pay no attention to the tribesmen. A tabby cat snaps out its placid stupor as you approach. It opens its eyes wide, following your every step before tottering to your side and rubbing against your leg. Oh. Apparently I have to keep you now. Hey, here's a gift for you, mate. I know you like animals. Calgra. Should I read about that? You know, no.
Step lightly.
I could, but I won't. And discovered more. Speaking of more, just one more turn.
Not a sound.
Passage of the Sixth. Glenfatten home, and another one. We'll search their homes later. Harold Strong Market. Okay. Let's look the market for anything good we can purchase and then confront that woman that cheated the poor old Glenfatten merchant. Not Glenfatten, Erwoodian merchant. Well, you do love your cats, don't you? Tamara?
Estremor?
This stout woman is clad in furred hides. She settled a sharp dark-eyed gaze on me. I hold here the best hides in our Glenfard. Hides so thick that the stragglers cannot claw through, boots so supple that will smoothen the sound of your steps. What's your trade? I bear on my skin. I sell hides from every one of Glenfatten's beasts. Estermore come from every village to see them, and know us for great hunters. Every hide bears a tale of a great hunt, and our traders bear them in turn to every corner of our land. Let's take a look. Then here, look upon the bounty our hunters have provided. Oh, you don't have anything unique, do you? Yeah, that's garbage.
I will walk unseen.
Down.
Estremor.
I see that you heard it. A good blade has a voice, and it sings to its wielder. What weapon calls out for you? I like my weapons silent, actually. Perhaps a bow, then. You can throw a boar from 100 paces with one of these. Maybe you prefer something small. I hold there many fine daggers. I know there is something here you'd like. Let's take a look. Look all you wish. My weapons are the price of El Glenfard. The price. Oh, finally something good. Well, we have so much money I can actually purchase those and don't even care about reading them. The weapons though I don't care about, so it's just the armors we want to purchase. Something wrong with my picture. Seems like the eyes aren't glowing. Anyway, Beska's labor. An unlucky but effective leader, the barbarian Bleska held off Adirian expansion north of Red Saros by organizing the southern exile tribes. She kept her tagged allies together by pursuing Quarasoi, the force when necessary. Her coalition held together just long enough to dispute the advice. Okay? Star color. Devotees of Ondras along the north shore of Ixotel Plains watch the moon and stars sink into the sea every night. That's not how that works, you idiots. Anyway, performing obsidians in the goddess of the tide. Traveling Adirian anthropologists made note of their rituals, filling their journals with sketches of folk swinging their arms to the firemen of description of the stars falling from the sky. The journal was published and wide and distributed in the nearest Adira of the valiant colonies. A copy eventually fell into the hands of the apprentice armorer, who was so enchanted with the images of the ritual that she set out to craft a homage to them. Her masterwork was star color, a flail of such quality that it was said to have fallen from the heavens itself. An exceptional weapon. Not a very strong exceptional weapon though. Strike hard. An Amua raider from Deadfire Hippalog once used this weapon when attacking enemy ships. Boarding first would rush the enemy captain while her crew secured the vessel. It looks the coordinated effort of 3 of these enemies' raiding groups to finally end her dominions over the islands. Inflicts disorientating on hit. Okay, I don't know what that is. That speed was 20%. An exceptional weapon. Yeah, I can purchase that. I'm not even gonna cry for the money I spent. Helm of Dark Sea. I think this will look cool. I'm actively purchasing stuff just because I like how they look now. Undisturbable Lord in the Deadfire Hippologo, known for striking secret deals in the dead of night, hired an order of assassins to protect him during his nightly errands. He had the outfitted with magical helms that enabled them to pierce the veil of darkness. Eventually his paranoia turned on his hired assassin, and he had them executed and their equipment destroyed. One, however, was rumored to have escaped the Valiant Republics, where she became a legend. This worn of the scuffle leather helmet fits over the head and covers the upper face. Adjustable leather straps make it comfortable and practical for users of any race and build. 2 crimson-tinted lenses fit in front of the eyes. Cool. Oh. Well, that was an outright lie. Nice. This was a little bit heavier than I think it should be. Oh, I didn't read about this armor apparently. The code of veal payment came into the hands of a Adirian gambler after he won in games of chance. Unsure of what exactly to use it for, he'd get out of it. He took it wearing it as his game as good luck charm. An opponent accused him of cheating and attempted to beat payment out of the gambler, only to recoil in pain after landing the first blow. The gambler realized then that the armor granted him some measurement of magical protection, and decided upon new scheme. The gambler would get into game, cheat openly, or at least keep the appearances of it, and then fight an angry party. When matter escalated, often for higher stakes, this worked swimmingly until he overplayed his hand and found himself on the receiving end of a more angry fist than the armor could handle. Well, he was pushing his luck then, but honestly, I think this looks amazing on armor. This one fits her as well, but... Oh, this one gives you one more resolve. Recovery speed minus 50, minus 30. Defense is different though. This armor was owned by an Andirian man who belonged to a band of mercenaries who called themselves the Walkers. At any one time, there were only 5 members, each with a specific set of skills. The first Walker was strong, the second was agile, the third was a marksman of unparalleled skills, the fourth was blessed with incredible endurance, and the fifth possessed irresistible charm. Well, except the fifth, I think the other ones are idiots. Each of the Walkers wore armor that enchanted their already formidable skills. Clad in Carol Palmer's fifth Walker, the Adrian had once been known to talk a curling noble into trading his prized mare for a half-finished jug of ale. Nice. Okay, and I think this one looks better though. This one is a better armor, so sorry mate. Why we also have you. I should really give this armor to Alot once we start speaking with him again. Still polished to a mirror sheen, this set of golden scale armor is one of the last great works of Rus Sunclap, a well-respected smith. Sunclap was inspired by a local fable revolving around a golden dragon, and molded the set of armor after the beast in question. He imbued the golden scale with protective enchantment against flame, as well as the same reflective properties which protected his namesake against ranged opponents. The result was eye-catching and effective piece of armor, and it proved especially popular among those intended to begin to be the center of attention. Yeah, I can smash heads with that. Wait, really? Piercing and crushing? That's a good combination, mate. Why don't you keep that for now? Okay, something else? I think we're fine.
I'll take a look.
Laying low.
No secrets, actually.
I will walk unseen.
Why are you following me? Can I get my dog out and tell him to bite you? And not the nice dog either. Yeah, this one. Look, he's evil. Get him. Eat him. Okay.
Laying low.
Ewan. A young girl looks about the market with a star-intent gaze. As I neared, she snapped to attention and straightened her posture. "Welcome, Estimor," she says, with courtesy. "Arathi is not here, so I'm running the shop while he's away. If you're looking for herbs, tinctures, oils, or ointments, then I've got everything you'll ever need." "Where might I find this Alfrey?" "She lives not far from here. Climb up the stairs at the top, there is a circle of ruins. You know it? It's one of the north side of Harangsong. Anyway, her house is right there. The door faces the ruins. Show me your wares, please." "Of course, have a look." Okay, what do we have? Nothing I would actually use, but you know, because she's a charming little girl. Gonna purchase 1 emerald and 1 ruby and 1 sapphire. Okay, Mazden.
Hail, Estromor.
What's your trade, mate? Some food for your travels. I hold here many delicious cheeses and fresh fruit. My life is simple and makes poor tale. I tend the gardens and my herb, and my family picks the delicious fruit you see behind me. The gods have been kind. Oh, he has eggs. I'm purchasing those. Wow. You really are a disappointment as a merchant mate. Give me that milk and some eggs, some vegetables and the cheese. Also, maybe some fruit. And the rice. I love rice. And since I'm purchasing that, I can get this. And this. And some sugar. Okay, let's purchase everything he has. I mean... he's obviously incredibly good with his skills.
On the hunt.
Tamara. Okay. Well, let's go speak with that woman. Tell her to give the money back to this guy, and if she protests, I can beat it out of her. With my monk. He's a good beater. The Glenfathan house. Go there.
I'll stay out of sight.
Sure. Oh, I actually want to see something else before we proceed in. Bizarre. How would this look on you? It will look good. Let's compare them. Exceptional. Yeah, I don't care, it's exceptional. That gives you 1 endurance per 3 seconds. Exceptional damage, alright. Recovery speed and DR 13, DR 11. I think this one looks better on you. I mean, you've been wearing it for so
Laying
long.
low.
Okay, everyone. Information. So, let's speak with you, shall we? An old elven woman stands tall and proud, surrounded by Glenfathan warriors that study you every move. You speak to Renato's behalf, I presume. I knew he would convince someone to do his bidding. I did not suspect it would be an Estimor involved in all the chaos of Defiance Bay. She tilted her head to the side of the blink slowly. Does the presence of my guard encourage your concern you? You are expecting a defenseless shopkeeper, am I right? Arati raises her dye-stained hand, just as one of her guards begins to lurch forward. Stillness, she barks at the attendant. Give the Estimor a chance to speak. Threatening me was a mistake. It doesn't matter what he wants now. You are going to die. We are not Dawoodian beasts here. Hospitality reigns. Envoy of Valiant speak a message you were sent to deliver. I want to hear your side of the story. No, I want Renato's money. I don't care about your side anymore. No one who is innocent hires guards. An old woman smiled, with a littered eyebrow. Of course, what else do the Estomont value more than coin? Or the foes the robe? She produces a small root and holds it beneath her nose, inhaling a fragrance. The Fisher's Crane tribe has cultured a soil for generations. Does Renato believe these herbs grow like weeds, without our effort, without toil? Atari smashed the plant stalk between her palm, adding strength to rusty orange, to blue and green dyes already soaked her hand. The deal he has done. Renato has the spoils of our harvest. We cannot reunite the Valiant with our coin. Anyone that we can put the Eldon Glow lives back on the stand. Tell Renato he must accept the consequences of the deal that he negotiated. If he continues to wail false tears of indigenous, We will show him how peculiar children are disciplined. Give me the money now. The old woman looked to her guards, then to me, and raised an eyebrow. Already? What little patience you must have. With a snap of her fingers, the guards stand in attention. Cleanse this filth from my heart. Oh, wow. You are not ready for this. You are not ready for this. Well,
Keeping an eye out.
Renato's money. This leather bag holds a large sum of Valiant source that Renato used to pay for Ella's clothes. Okay. Well, I bet my reputation with these guys is amazing right now. Well, I cannot take a look at that. Fine, I don't care.
I'm on the trail.
Oh, eggs! I'm so excited when I find eggs. Yes, you can keep the dog and the cat. You know what? I'm gonna give you all the fluffy pets you can have, even the pig. And this thing? This cat? This pup? And the tiny dragon. Not a skeleton though, and this. I don't even know what this thing is. Dried herbs crunch between your fingers, giving off a sweet floral aroma. Spread across a lumpy pallet of straw, the hide blankets are surprisingly soft. Oh, she threatened me. That was adorable. Anyway, I think that was a successful negotiation, right? Now Simok's heart will not have want for the forest child. Watch your words, Simok. It's an Amafata. Steelheart's sister's in-harm's child is safe with him. The Glenfathan woman carries herself with pride. Twin Elms has been our sacred ground for countless seasons. Our Anfata overseer Twin Elms from the passage of the Sixth. Oh, right, I actually have to take a look at that note, that we broke the seal because we promised that we won't. No, we didn't. He said don't, but he really didn't have a say in that. What would be the point if I didn't do that?
I will walk unseen.
Interesting. Okay, let's unlock this. War Paint. Accuracy, damage. Oh, I remember this. It's incredibly rare and incredibly useful. I don't even know how many we have, if we have any. I assume we do.
Many blessings, traveler.
Welcome to my home, Estimor. I'm Leslie, healer and guide. What brings you here? I like your songbird. Does it have a name? Oh, he does, she blushers. They ought not to have let my friend's daughter name. The name is long and rather silly, and short version is Becker. Beaker, okay. The next bird I have will be named after an Amphath. Tell me about yourself. The locals have called me a wise woman, a term of respect, I'm sure, but it makes me feel my years. I'm an herbalist and a healer. I spend most of my time caring for an ill, helping with the delivery of children and making remedies for those in pain. Maybe I should go.
Not a sound.
Seeds and husks have been scattered across the floor. Cool. Okay, Old Song District. Yeah, sure, we can't go there yet. The Passage of the Six, that's something we can do later. The Celestial Spawning, let's go there. Oh right, just a sec before we do that. Loosen the tongue of our informant. That artifact we seek has recently been moved to Elm's Reach. It should be secured in a residence near the entrance of the settlement. The information suggests it is likely stashed away under the floor. Elm's Reach, you say? Renato,
How do you do?
I got your coin back. Vice versa. Belfetto, I had almost given up hope. My thanks to you, friend. With this, I can finally restock my wares. Come find me at the Celestial Spring. I'm sure I can find some choice items for a resourceful customer like yourself. Oh, you have ogres protecting you. Rotuk,
On the hunt.
you're big. You want up? I pull. Oh! Well, I guess that's a way to get things moving. Arm's Reach. Let's see, where is that? I just want to see. That I can travel there yet. Arm's Reach, right here. Let us not talk to the monks before we actually move out. A noble. The Glenfattens don't take jests well, and it's dangerous to offend them. So these guys have no sense of humor. Don't take trouble. I won't have a trump your skull. Simple, right? Huh. Could bypass through bullets. Okay, what's wrong with you? The man looked up sharply as I approached. His eyes were going wide. You're the one he's looking for. You killed Lord Redrick. What if I did? No, you don't understand. It didn't work. I'm one of the guards at the keep. Oh, I thought I killed everyone there. Was one of the guards. He killed most of them. The ones you didn't. Weren't many of us left after you came through. When we found the keep like it was, well, we figured we had the place to ourselves. Little while, until they set some new noble down. But one night, we hear something in the throne room, and it's Lord Redrick. His eyes, it was like he was burning inside. He says he's come back to lead us. like before. Says he's going to kill you for what you've done. I told him I'd find you, give you this challenge. Do it all honorable, that sort of thing. He let me go, and I kept on running, as far as Akon let me. Funny, me running into you. Then perhaps I should seek him out. Yes, sure, he'll love that. He will. Dying hasn't stopped him thinking himself noble, even when he's hurling for Landry off the wall. Me? I don't mean to go back there as long as I live. I figure I'll find work in the Twin Elms somewhere, even if I have to guard some hood dweller's goat or something. Until then, I plan to drink until I don't remember any of what happened. Good luck to you. There's something awful out there howling after your blood.
Lay
What
low.
else is new? Renat Tomate. My friend, you have returned. So, care to see my special selection? Yes. Traps. Which is your most expensive traps? Poisonous Cloud, Sunrise Trap. Yeah, I haven't idolized using the traps yet. Or will ever. Whatever. Oh, alright. So, let's say we want to craft something. Of course I clicked the wrong button. Roti Sweet Pie. Popular in all the coastal communities of Roti, sweet pie is often considered too rich, even by their standard. It is saved for special occasions. One of the most notable and worthy occasions is when a Roti Awa makes his or her first journey across the ocean. Upon returning, his friends and family often share a sweet pie with the returning youngster, enjoying the first piece. Ooh, nice. It has cocoa, sugar, and fruit. If you add milk and oil and some more stuff, that will actually make a real pie. Thoroughwood chicken. Farmer's spread. At least we have 7 eggs now. Still don't have a dragon's egg. Anyway.
I'll stay out of sight.
Elitharion. Haggard shows.
Good day to you.
A middle-aged elven man stands behind the counter of the inn. He was a warm, open face and smiled pleasantly in greeting as I approached. Welcome, welcome! I am always glad to see new faces. Take a seat where you like, my friend. It seems to me you've walked a long road. All were welcome here, and these with interest stories, most welcome of all. May I see what you have for sale, mate? Of course, we offer meals and supplements. Melee damage plus 5%, Whisper of Treason. Cool. Getting your eggs. Get all the foods. I don't think we're gonna need them ever, but you don't sell eggs. I mean, you are selling this, but no raw eggs, which means we cannot make cookies. You bastard. Anyway. No dragon meat either. Oh well. Right. Where were we? Beer. This shield in the summer will fit. See? Anyway, do I read about this? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I'll read it again if I need.
Step lightly.
A valiant man. Need to kill some guys. We have a lot of vampires to kill, don't we? Anyway, I think this is where I'm gonna end the episode. And yes, I don't care. So, thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.